Hello there, this is Jesse Coffee, and now it is time for me to reveal my dogs of the week. My dogs this week have a Disney theme to them. One of them is funny, the other is serious. The funny one occurred on Wednesday in Anaheim, California, where neo-Nazi activist Sean Feucht held another one of his Hold the Line rallies. To believe the promo, they were holding the rally at Disneyland.
He made it for kids because kids watch cartoons. It's the first visual image they see. Representation at that point really matters. So face Sesame Street, see what they're doing, and maybe catch up.
Instead, however, the rally had a bit of a Four Seasons total landscaping moment, as it ended up being held right outside of an IHOP and a Best Western Plus. Nope, this isn't a joke. This is a 100% actual event that happened in the world. And here is actual footage from said event to drive that point home. So, in addition to being homophobic and transphobic, the protesters had an IQ of about 50, which is approximately how many people were there. Also, Sean Feucht appears to have given the job of filming this neo-Nazi funded rally to someone who was really, really bad at live streaming. The total runtime for the footage of the live stream is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I imagine the rally not only ran longer than that, but felt longer than that. Of course, in addition to that, the total footage ended up being horribly glitch-laden as well. There were a lot of inopportune cuts and oftentimes the middle of speeches, and also oftentimes the middle of a song. It's not like I missed anything, however. I'm pretty sure the Anaheim rally, just like the Burbank one that went on last week, was just Sean Feucht and his band of white nationalists, neo-Nazis, and January 6th insurrectionists, funneling as many lies about Disney being full of groomers and pedos down your throat in rapid succession. From what I saw of it, both in the aforementioned video and in the photographs that I later saw on Twitter, it still had its share of very weird moments. There was a sign reading, "Pedophiles don't get trials," with Woody hanging from a noose. What did our favorite cowboy toy do to deserve that? A sign reading, "Disney Park is used after hours to program and torture children by the CIA through MK Ultra. Because of course there is such a sign at these idiot rallies. A couple of reporters torturing a suicide prevention counselor and her daughter, who really wasn't buying that shit.
This guy right here, actually, he was basically telling me, he was like, how would you feel if you were exposed to over-sexualization as a kid? And, like, that's how kids feel when they're exposed to, like, LGBTQ. And that really pisses me off, because, like, you see, like, straight representation everywhere.
And the obligatory appearance of everyone's favorite right-wing boogeyman, the New World Order. After the main rally got done, and I'm not sorry I missed it, the protesters made their great pilgrimage to the gate of Disneyland, where they shouted that all too familiar QAnon chant, "Save our children." Our children! Save our children! Save. My more serious Dog of the Week prize goes, however, to the intro of another regurgitation of that baseless accusation involving Disney that's going around the right-wing media circles. That would be the intro to the TheQuartering's video titled, "You will be banned if you call Disney this word." The intro is, I think, a parody of the song A Whole New World from the 1992 Disney classic Aladdin. A pretty ill-fated stab at one. Every single lyric is crammed with every tired joke about content designed to tell children about the existence of LGBTQIA plus people. Let's have a listen to all 2 minutes and 4 seconds of it, and, oh man. Get out your earplugs, folks. We're in for a really, really awful recording. Here it is, folks.
I can show you my dick. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you first know that you were trans? I can open your eyes, take you letter by letter. Gay or transgender, lesbian, bisexual, questioning a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, no gender roles, no parents interfering.
A whole new world where women can have penises. And now that you've interfered, I'm genderqueer. And now I want to cut my dick right off.
Now you should just cut your dick right off.
Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling. Puberty blockers and hormones, reassignment surgery. A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
100,000
Gender isn't even real.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be.
Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
A thrilling chase.
A wondrous place
for you and me.
This nonsense makes many of the original tunes that Ray Stevens has composed in the 21st century thus far seem like musical masterpieces. Of course, if you don't know what Ray Stevens was doing in the 21st century so far, he was mostly making records that regurgitated far-right talking points and posed as comedy records. Some of the absolute worst of these came out during the Obama administration. One of them was God Save Arizona, which was nothing but a blatant commercial for SB 1070, which was a horrible thing, of course, and is thankfully now in the past. Come to the USA, which was blatantly anti-immigrant and anti-listener. The global warming song, which was climate denial with words and music. And Grandpa Voted Democrat, which was, well, I suppose you won't have any trouble figuring out what right-wing conspiracy theory that was catching in on. After going through the entire Trump administration without any new material for the most part, he came back last year with an album titled Ain't Nothing Funny Anymore. This album, released just as the Biden administration was getting underway, includes a song called Disorder Down the Border, in which he devotes part of the lyrics to assuming that the crisis on our southern border is about teaching people that trans people exist.
Well, it's build a wall, then don't build a wall. Don't come, then come one and all. People don't understand us, and I'm not talking about our language. Weirdos trying to change the world, telling girls they're boys and boys are girls. It's like trying to tell us a ham and cheese is a peanut butter sandwich. Well, you don't get ham and cheese from a peanut butter jar. And you don't confuse and abuse the children. This time they've gone too far. Yes, and there's disorder down on the border. Yeah, troubles like we've never seen before. Oh, there's disorder down on the border. Oh, they're turning our border into a revolving door.
Alright, I think that's just about enough of Ray Stevens for this video. Let's go back to my main talking point, which was about the intro to the TheQuartering's video. You will be banned if you call Disney this word. Of course, this word being groomer, spoiler alert. Did anyone notice during the video that Jeremy Hambry, yes, that is the real name of the TheQuartering, and the woman who also showed up in the intro, anyone notice that those two people are on one key and the entire backing track is on another key? That's the second bird that's been killed by that homophobic and transphobic stone that the TheQuartering has on his hands. And as for the rest of the video, well, if you've only seen one video from the TheQuartering, you've seen all you have to see of the TheQuartering. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, that about does it for this Dog of the Week video. I'll see you in the next one. I'm Jesse Coffee.